find the cube root of, turn it the right way for this, 160,103,007. All right, and I'm going to write down that equation. Find the right paper that has it on it. I don't have to think so hard again.
I don't remember the equation.
Here we go. All right. So h plus t plus u cubed equals h cubed plus 3h squared t plus 3h squared u plus 3t squared h plus t cubed plus 6htu plus 3t squared u plus 3u squared h plus, and I ran out of space, 3u squared t plus units cubed. And I'm going to take a second to just lay these out because it might be helpful to us. H squared u, that's these. HTU is those. H cubed. U squared H. H squared T. Okay, I did those. H T squared. All right, everything has a label now. We're gonna take some deep breaths before we get started. All right, I'm gonna draw my vertical line down the paper. Over here, I'm going to write H T U. I'm gonna have, I guess we have it here. So in the millions place, we have hundreds cubed. So if we look at the millions place, it's right here, right? So we have 160. So looking at our chart, the largest cube that is less than 160 is 5 cubed. So we think that H is 5. So here we're going to write H cubed equals 5 cubed equals 125. So right here I'm going to write 125. There is only one part of the millions place, right? There's only one expression in the millions place. So we're going to put a horizontal line all the way across. We're going to subtract. So this will be 5, 10. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 2 is 3. So we have 35 left, and we're going to bring down 100,000. So now we are at the 100,000s place, which is this 3h squared t. So over here I'm going to write 3h squared t equals 3 times, we think that h is 5. 3 times 5 squared t, because we're trying to figure out what t is. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 3 is 75 t. All right, we have 351. We're trying to figure out how many times 75 goes into that so we can make a guess at t. So 275 is 150, Two 75s is 150. 4 would be 300, and we wouldn't have enough for any more. So I propose that T is 4. So 75 times 4 equals 300. All right, we're going to subtract 300. Draw the line across. We subtract. We have 51 left, and we're going to bring down the 0. So now we have 510 10,000s. So at this point, whenever I'm figuring out what to do first, I have one value. It has hundreds and units. I have one that has tens and hundreds, and these are both in the 10,000s place. So it would be easier to use the information I have before I try to guess what units is. Does that make sense? So I just kind of wrote this equation out based on how it was sitting here. But really, maybe whenever I have it on a card for the kids to use as a reference, maybe we make sure that we do it in the opposite order so that this portion comes before this portion. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we did that. So we are here 3 10 squared hundreds, or 3 hundreds times 10 square, either way. Everywhere it says H, we're going to write 5. So 3 times 5 times, everywhere it says T, we're going to write 4. 4 squared equals 15 times 16 equals
Shelley, you on the calculator?
Oh, yeah.
what is 15 times 16?
240.
240. That feels very small, but remember we have two things that are coming out of here. So I had a moment where I was like, wait a minute, that may not be right. Okay, so I'm going to draw this line, but again, because we are still going to be working in the 10,000s place, we're not going to draw it all the way across. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 4, I can't do that, so this is going to be a 4, 11, so this is a 7, and 2, so we have 270. So the next part of the equation is h3, h squared, u equals 3 times, we think that h is 5. We think that u, we have to figure that out. So I'm just going to write u equals, so 5 squared was 25 times 3 is 75. U. All right. So we have 270. 75 taken 2 times is 150. 3 times is 225. If we go any more than that, we're going to be too much. So we think u is 3. So we're going to say 75 times 3 equals 225. All right, so we're going to put our 225 right here, subtract. Now that we're finished with this place value, the line's going to go all the way across. We have to borrow, we have 5, 6 take away 2 is 4. We have 45, we're going to bring down the 3. All right, now we're in the thousands place. So we have two things here. We have 10 cubed and we have hundreds, tens, and units. We know all of those, so we're just gonna pick one and go with it. We're gonna start with tens cubed equals, tens is 4, so 4 cubed equals 64. So we're going to subtract 64. We're going to draw our line, but again, it stops here because we still have more of the thousands place to go. We're going to borrow, so this becomes 4. 13 minus 9, 4 is 9. 14 minus 6 is 8. And then 3. So we have 389. The next part is 6 HTU equals 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. Can anyone tell me what 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 is?
360 or 360.
360. It's less than 389. So far, so good. If we got to this point and this was bigger than this, then we would have to go back and figure out, like probably the units would have to go down to 2 and we'd have to redo stuff above. It takes a lot of patience when you get to this because that just happens sometimes. All right, so now this is the last thing in the thousands place. So we're going to draw that line all the way across. 9 minus 0 is 9. 8 minus 6 is 2. And we have 29. Now we're going to bring down the 0. So we have 290 in the hundreds place. So here again, now we have units and hundreds and tens. We know all of them, so we can really go in any order. So I'm just going to do 3 10 squared units equals 3 times, everywhere it says t, we're going to write 4 squared. And then everywhere it says u, we're going to write 3. So that equals 3 times 16 times 3. Can anyone tell me what 3 times 16 times 3 is?
144.
144. So we're going to subtract 144. The line only goes to here because we are not done with the hundreds place yet. So we have 8 and 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. 8 take away 4 is 4. 2 take away 1 is 1. We have 146 left. And 3 units squared hundreds is the next piece. So 3 u squared h equals 3 times, everywhere it says units, we're going to write 3 squared. Everywhere it says h, we're going to write 5. So that's 3 times 9 times 5, which is 3 times 9 times 5.
135.
135. And again, it's still smaller than 146, so we're doing good. Let's see, that was both of these, so that line can go all the way across now. 6 minus 5 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. We have 11 left. Now we're going to bring down the 0. We have 110. And this is 3 unit squared tens equals 3 times, everywhere it says u, we're going to write 3. So 3 squared. Everywhere it says t, we're going to write 4. All right, so 3 times 9 times 4. What is 3 times 9 times 4?
108.
108. All right. This is the only thing in the tens place, so that line goes all the way across. We are left with 2. Bring down the 7. Things are looking up. I think we did it right. So now we're here. We have units cubed equals 3 cubed equals 27. So the cube root of 160,103,007 is 540.